In 1980, Ross and I started the boatyard. We've been looking around for a couple of years to find a good location for sort of a homespun wooden boat building and repair yard.
Well, when we decided to do this, first we had to find a location to do it in, and so we canvassed. We just walked the waterfront and tried to find out from the assessor's map who owned what property. And so then we approached the owners of the various properties, and when we finally had a lease signed and had to start paying the rent, that's when we got really serious.
And this one, we always liked this particular spot because it was deep water and right in the heart of Vineyard Haven Harbor. We owned our own old wooden boats that we were constantly trying to repair and take care of. And there were a lot of other sort of kindred spirit in the harbor that had old wooden boats, and some that were even interested in new ones. So we thought it would be a great opportunity to start a wooden boat facility where we could look after these old boats and hopefully build some new ones.
When we started talking about doing it, people thought we were out of our minds. How are you going to, a boatyard for wooden boats? We have a business that stays in existence because there's a few people out there that like a traditional wooden boat, and I'm thankful for that.
We did build a canvas-back sloop, which was a little design I did for James Taylor in 1979, and we sort of got us started. And then when we leased this property, we built our own rails and cradles and built the dock, and we had a steady, trickle of repair work and some new construction as well. I like to work with wood. It's a nice medium to work with. It smells good, at least some of it does, and you can cut it with edge tools.
I like the craft of using the tools, but then there's also the whole thing that, wood is one of the only materials that was once a living thing that we make things out of.
It's just a wonderful, pleasurable thing to work with. So wood, to me, there's no other. I'm not really making a choice. It's just what I like to do. We get people that come and they express interest in a style of boat, and we talk about it, and then develop a sketch and see if they like it, and go from there. Occasionally, we'll build more than one of our designs. We've built, I think, 7 of the Bella class 21-footers. We built 3 of the canvas backs. We built 4 of the turn design. So sometimes, more often than not, they say, I like that one and I like that one. Let's mix them and see if we can come up with something new and intriguing here. I much prefer building a new design every time. It's the problem-solving aspect of it that is enchanting to me. The lofting, the setup, every boat's different. Bringing in young people and apprentices is essential in the business. For this business to survive, you've got to pass on the skills and keep the interest. And we get many people coming through our doors who show a lot of interest, and occasionally one or more will really catch fire and just do a outstanding job and stick with it.
I christen this vessel Gina.
Well, I couldn't hope to have a better partner in this business than Ross Gannon. He's been, we've been together, we've been partners for coming on 30 years now, and I really would not want to be in this business alone. The partnership works well. We both bring our own sensibilities to the table, and yet there's certainly a lot of overlap and a lot of mutual understanding and agreement that we have, and yet we're not identical. We each have our own ideas, and that makes for interesting discussion and usually a better result in the end.
Its work stops when one of our boats sails past the end of our dock. You'll see Nat and I all of a sudden be sticking our heads. Nat will be at the end of the dock looking, I'll be in the shop looking, and we just stop and admire and take a look, and then sometimes at the end of the day, did you see so-and-so sail by? Yeah, it looked pretty good, didn't it? Yeah, but there's that little detail we should have done differently. The most satisfying part when you hear that Rebecca's over and some wooden boat festival, or Juno's just won Concours d'Elegance in Antigua or something like that. It's like, holy mackerel, how did, those are our products out there doing that. It's pretty cool.
It's a good feeling, to see our boats go off and sail out into the world. They're our ambassadors, really, and we knowing that we've got a boat in the Caribbean or in Europe or in Bermuda or wherever is a great feeling, because it's a part of us in those waters, and representing what we do and bringing people a lot of enjoyment, and that's really what it's all about.